So the two questions I get asked is, Joe, how's the market? And more importantly, how is the market affecting my home value here in San Joaquin Hills? Well, let me answer the first one first. How's the market? Well, the market currently right now is just frozen. It's stagnant, stalled. And the reason being so is the Fed for a number of months now has been trying to do these rate hikes specifically to stall this appreciation gone out of hand. They've done it. However, I may think they may have overshot it, but neither here nor there. So if you take the traditional first-time buyer, maybe the move-up buyer, or that empty nester who the kids are out of the house and they want to downsize, each one of those sectors, I'm telling you, is really seeing what their options are. For instance, many people in the neighborhood want to downsize. They have no problem finding something physically smaller, but they're at such a premium that it winds up not being a fiscal downsize. So they're staying put. So what does that mean with the home values in the neighborhood? Well, there is still keeping the demand in the market, of course, even though we've stalled. But let's go over some specific valuations here in San Joaquin Hills. Year to date at this time, we normally have about 50 closed escrows. Right now, we're at 24. Even in the last few years with the hottest market we've seen, we're constantly had about 4 to 8 homes for sale at any given time. Right now we have 1, and this has been pretty consistent the last 18 months. But I think what's most interesting is what people find is that everything is connected and everything is changing. For instance, those 24 homes that have closed escrow in the neighborhood, year to date, 50% of those were purchased by investors. And that's not the traditional makeup we see coming into the neighborhood here. So with that said, how do you get an accurate home value for yours? And is it going up, going down, or flat? Currently right now, these last 9 months, I've done about 11, 12 home evaluations for neighbors here. Not because they were selling, but, it was for maybe estate planning, updating a trust, one spouse buying out another spouse. And many of them found it to be very accurate, but some were kind of surprised. They thought it was a little higher, and some were surprised to know that that's higher than they thought here. So with that said, there's a lot of confusion with what's going on here. You may think the market is moving upward. Some people think it's moving downward. The only thing that matters is, how can we get an accurate assessment, price valuation for your home? So if you yourself would like to get an updated one, feel free to reach out. I'm intimately familiar with the 943 homes here. Even though there's 8 subdivisions, the 54 floor plans that we see, the topography, the location within the development, and the modern updates that you have and the upside potential for your home, I guarantee there's a lot of things that will impact the valuation that you may not be aware of here. So second thing, if you have not subscribed to this video, to this website, sjhexpert.com, feel free to subscribe down below. You get a weekly, monthly video like this, just really keeping us abreast of what's happening in the neighborhood and how our home values are going as far as what's happening in the marketplace here. Until we meet, you take care.